Thank you for watching my YouTube video today on installing a Speedminder in a 1959 Impala. The Speedminder was an accessory available on the 1959 and 1960 Chevy models and is a dial that sits on the dash to remind the driver when he hits a certain speed it's going to flash a red light and buzz. So before I send the dash trim out to be replated, I want to make sure I cut the hole in the dash first before I send that all out. I'm going to show you the components of the Speedminder and then cut the hole into the dash. And here are the components of the Speedminder here. Here's the NOS box that the parts came in, the instruction sheet, and as you can see on the bottom of the instruction sheet it says November 14, 1958, so that was meant for the 1959 model year. Here's the head that sits on the dash, and here's the knob that you can turn to set the speed that you're looking for. There's a cable that goes from the knob to this part here, which once you hit the certain speed on your speedometer, this red light would come on. And here's the buzzer here that sits on your heater box. Here's the wiring harness. And here are the templates, which tells you where to cut into the dash. And we're going to mount those on the car now before we cut the holes. Okay, now we're going to take the templates. I made a copy of the original just in case I made a mistake. I didn't mess up the original. So here's the original on top, the copy on the bottom. And we're going to take this and line it up on the dash. My son is going to help me with the punches, and then we'll drill into the dash. Okay, so now we have the template on the dash, and it says to line up the edge of the ashtray opening, which is right here, and then line up this edge to the lower edge of the cove molding on the deluxe models, which are the Impalas. So there's 3 different areas that we're going to need to drill into, and I'm going to center punch, or my son Noah is going to help me center punch those right now. Okay, go to the next one. Okay, now that we have the center punches done, I'm going to go ahead and start drilling into the dash and the molding. So I'm going to start with drilling 2 3/16 diameter holes first on the outside. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, now that we have the 2 holes drilled on the outside, I'm going to cut out the big hole here now. So I center punched it, and it's a 1 3/4 diameter hole. So I'm going to go ahead and drill out that hole now. Okay, we're through. The dash piece is in the drill hole here, in the hole saw. I'm probably going to want to go around with the file once I take the trim off and just clean up the dash a little bit. Now I want to take this apart so I can fit it to the dash, make sure everything fits real nice. So I'm going to take it apart. The knob just unspins. This cover piece comes off. And the back will pop out. And there's a little screw in there that holds the chrome bezel to the rest of the unit. So I'm going to unscrew that. Take that apart, and there's little nuts and clamps here that hold it to the back of the dash. So I'm going to take these apart too. Okay, now these studs are going to fit through the little holes that we pre-drilled into the trim into the dash. And that fits pretty good. And it looks like it's pretty flush all the way around. Nothing's holding it up or snagging it or anything. So I'm going to finish putting it all back together again. So this is going to go right behind it. There's a light that goes in here and a light that comes back here for when it lights up the knob. And then that little screw that I took out is going to go back into there. Okay, I just want to fit everything to the dash, make sure that everything is fitting flush even when all the parts are mounted. So I'm going to put the little clamps on the back here. Okay, I'm going to mount the clamps to the back of the dash. Okay, I'm going to put the other clamp on the other side. Okay, so now we're going to put this back on. Now, this cable is supposed to slide into here, and then you tighten up this little screw, and then the cable comes along and mounts right into here onto the support behind the speedometer. That's out of the car right now because I disassembled all that. So once I have all that back in, I'll make another video of everything hooked up and functioning properly, but that's how it's going to go. It's going to mount up underneath the support. Little screw's going to go into that, and then this is going to go into the back of the speedometer. I think it's undone. So that'll just screw right into the back of this. Then the speedometer will come here, and then this is going to set inside, and once the speedometer hits that certain speed, it's going to light up the dash here. Okay, so when I turn it, the back here is turning. That's how you set your speed. And then this is going to clamp behind that and go into this little piece that sits behind the speedometer. Now here's the harness. The harness is going to plug into the buzzer. And the buzzer mounts right above the heater box according to the instructions. Right here on the heater box. The heater box has all been disassembled. I'm having everything restored right now. So once we get that mounted onto the heater box, we can run all the electrical to make sure everything fits properly underneath the dash. Thank you for watching the installation of the Speedminder head today. I will have another video when it's all hooked up and working. That way you can see it all functioning properly. If you have any questions, go ahead and comment below and I'll respond to the questions. Please like and share, and thank you for watching.